What's up, YouTube? Adam Grover coming back at you with another video. I just wanted to show you guys real quick how to lap in some valves in case you never did it. Excuse me. I got another cold again. So a couple things you're going to need for doing this if you already got your heads apart and you got this valve springs off and everything, and valves can just come in and out. I'll need valve grinding compound. I think this was on Amazon for like, I want to say maybe 20 bucks. And then one of these tools. All it is basically a suction cup, two different sizes. Now, these aren't like phenomenal, pretty cheap, but one thing I can say is glue these ends on. I siliconed mine, that's why you can see the gray silicone around here on the edges, because these were popping off on me and I got tired of it. So something you might want to do if you buy one of these. Now, this is the LS head, and this is my personal head, and I'm just regrinding the old valves back in. They're stock valves, and I already did these 3 exhaust valves. Now, the reason I'm doing the exhaust valves first on this head is because I learned on the first one that this dish right here, this doesn't want to stick to it. So when I push this on, it just wants to pop right back off. And so what I'm doing is I'm basically just holding the tool on there and trying to grind it that way. So now when you're doing this, just basically roll your hands together back and forth, and you're going to listen for how it sounds, and you're going to feel for it. It's going to feel gritty, it's going to sound gritty, and then it's going to start to smooth out. And then you're going to push the valve out, you're going to turn it, suck it back in, and do it again. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Do it again. Gritty. Starts to smooth out. Push out. Turn it back in. You keep doing that a couple times until it's not as gritty. And I'll show you guys on the intake side how much lapping compound and stuff I put on. I have a lot of junk heads that I've done this with. So I tend to use more than the average guy tends to use. Some guys say you just put a tiny bit on. Get to that in a second. Alright, that's pretty good. So I'm going to pull that out. Take a rag and wipe it off. Show you guys what you're looking for to know when you're done. You can also use like brake cleaner, carburetor cleaner to help clean it up. I just use a dry towel, shop towel, and just wipe it right out. I just keep going over it. So obviously you want a nice clean pattern when you do this. Let's see if I can get the camera. Alright. So right here is where it's grinding into, that gray looking surface area. Shadow on there, but so this is what it looked like before. You can see how shiny the seat is, and you want that gray color. Alright, now I'll show you on the valve. You can see plain as day on the valve where that lapping compound is regrinding the valve in. Alright. So I gotta wipe these down a little bit more, but this whole side is done. Let's see how nice that one looks. Alright. Alright, so bring you guys back up into my cabinet a little bit. Let's see how. There we go. Alright. Now, to the intake side. He's got a little bit of oil residue and stuff on him. Just gonna wipe them down. Put a little bit of oil on the valve stems if you want to. Probably for the best if you do. But I kind of just send it on my own personal stuff, because I'm the one that has to fix it when it's my stuff. So if this was anybody else's that I was doing, I'd put a little oil on the valve stem and, you know, keep it lubed up nice. But it's for me. So now what I do is I take the compound and I do a nice layer all the way around the valve. Some guys say you can get away with something like that, but I like to go all the way around. I'll do this one here, show you guys, see if it works. Now you can see how much easier that is when the tool works right. You can wet these a little bit to make it stick a little bit better, but it's a way faster process when the tool works the way it's supposed to. This is a way flatter valve. So you can see I'm pulling the valve out with the tool, spinning it, and dropping it back in. I don't know if you guys can tell on the camera, but it went from being gritty every time I turn it to being smooth. So now I can wipe this down. Wipe that out. It's time to switch to a cleaner rag. That's what I'm going to do. This one's a little bit cleaner. All right. You can see that seat cleaned up nice. We're not worried about this outer lip here because that's not where it's sealing. All right. That's where the seat is tapered. So that way it cups the air out of the valve when it opens. This is the sealing surface right here. All right. That valve will cut into its sealing surface, so you don't have to worry if you get a pattern like this. That's your sealing surface right there. All right, that little bit. Here's how the valve looks. Nice and clean on that edge. All right. And it's that easy, guys. That one's done. If you guys are worried about, you know, get this to stay. If you guys were ever worried about doing something like this, really, it's simple stuff. Common sense. You know, it don't take much. You can see how fast and easy that was. You can knock these things out in roughly 10 minutes once you get the hang of it. Getting that hand-eye coordination with the tool is honestly the hardest part. It takes a little while to get used to, even though it looks fairly easy. But another little tip, make sure you got this thing centered. If it's not centered on the valve, as close as you can get it to centered. If it's off, it's going to want to do this, and it's not fun. And if the tool actually works the way it's supposed to and it sticks, it sucks to get it back off, and it's just turns into a little bit of a pain. But put this thing on dead center. You guys saw how easy and quick it was. I got 3 more to do, so I'm going to get to it. Finish this head up. The other one I did last night, I think it took me 12 minutes start to finish, and that's even with the exhaust giving me a hard time. But that's pretty much it, guys. It's for any head, doesn't matter if it's a 2 valve, a 4 valve, a 3 valve, small block, big block, 4-cylinder, V6, straight 6. It's all the same stuff. All right. So doesn't matter what you got. Just because you see me with an LS head doing it, don't mean that you can't do it on a small block Ford or Chevy or big block, whatever. Mopar, it's all the same. So hopefully this video helps somebody out who doesn't know how to do this. Hopefully it was pretty quick, under 15 minutes. So short and sweet little video to help you guys out to lap in or regrind some valves. Alright, I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. If you like this stuff, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.